Otis Culture, Fashion and Craft.
Hello everyone, you're welcome to Otis Culture. In today's tutorial, I will be showing us on how to make a circle short dress. It is very easy to make. I will also be attaching a bow on one of the shoulder just to beautify the dress. Before we continue, I want to say a very big thank you to all my subscribers. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. I really appreciate you all. And if you are yet to join the family, all you need to do is to click on the red button down below to subscribe to my channel. It is absolutely free. Also remember to click on the notification bell and select the all options so that whenever I upload a new video, you will get a notification. So without further ado, let's move right to the tutorial. I'll be making use of African prints. I have about 2.5 yards of fabric. So the very first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to fold it into two like this. Then I am also going to fold it in a triangular form, making it into 4. I'll take one edge, I'll fold it over. My shoulder is 17. 17 divided by 2 is 8.5. Because this is a armless dress, I'm going to minus 1 inch from my shoulder, which will give me 7.5 inches. So I'm going to place my tape and look for where I'm going to get 7.5 inches. Okay, my 7.5 inches is here. I'll give it a mark. I'll draw a straight line where I got the 7.5 inches. I'm going to make use of neck width of 4 inches. This is the folded edge of the fabric. This is the open side of it. So I'm going to mark neck width of 4 inches. Neck depth for the back, I'm going to mark 1 inch. Neck depth for the front, I'm going to mark 5.5 inches. With my French curve, I will connect the neckline. This is for the back, front, my neck width. From the neck width to the neck depth for the back, then for the front, from the neck width to the neck depth for the front. My neck width is 4 inches, neck depth for the back is 1 inch, neck depth for the front is 5.5 inches. This is my shoulder measurement. From this shoulder measurement, I'm going to go down by 1 inch for my shoulder slope. I'm going to connect from the 1 inch to the neck width. My armhole depth is 9 inches. Because it's an armless dress, I'm going to reduce half an inch from it, which will give me 8.5 inches. With a straight ruler, I'm going to connect from the shoulder slope to the armhole depth. This is my chest line. At this line, I'm going to insert my bust measurement. My bust measurement is 44 inches. 44 divided by 4 is 11 inches. I'll be needing 1 inch for ease and 1 inch to join the front and the back bodies together, which will make it total of 2 inches. This is 11 inches plus 2 inches. With my French curve, I'll connect the armhole. With my straight ruler, I'm going to connect from this 2 inches seam allowance to the edge of the fabric. From my shoulder, I'm going to measure the length of the dress, which is 35 inches. I'm going to mark 35 inches. I'll keep rotating the tape measure and measure 35 inches. As I move the tape, I'll keep measuring 35 inches. (35 inches). (35 inches). I'll connect it. Next is to cut it out. I'm cutting the back neckline first. Add half an inch to the shoulder. Don't cut exactly on this line. Add half an inch to it. To join the front and the back bodies together. remove the back bodies. And cut the front neckline. I cut out lining to give the fabric weight a little because the fabric is very light. If yours is not very light, you can skip this process. This is absolutely optional. So I'm going to take to my sewing machine. I'm going to sew. I'm going to turn the neckline and the lower part with the lining. I've turned the neckline and the lower part and the armhole area with lining. So the next thing I'm going to do is to join the front and the back bodies together. I've joined the front and the back bodies together. Our dress is ready. I'm going to put this aside for now and face the bow. I'll be using this plain fabric for the bow, and I've ironed interfacing at the back. I iron a stain. The measurements that I have is 15 inches by 16 inches. Next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to fold it into two. At this edge, from this edge, I'm going to measure 5.5 inches. I'll move to the other edge, I will measure 5.5 inches. I'm going to take to my sewing machine. I'm going to sew from this edge. I'm going to sew 1/2 inch. I'll stop at this first 5.5 inches. I'll move to the other edge. I'm going to sew 1/2 inch and stop at this 5.5 inches. After sewing, I will show us the next step to take. I've sewn it, as you can see. So the next thing to do, I'm going to open it up like this. I'm going to take to my sewing machine. I'm going to sew 1/2 inch straight down. I'll move to the other edge. I'm going to sew 1/2 inch straight down. I've sewn it with 1/2 inch straight down, and at the other side, I've sewn it as well with 1/2 inch straight down. So the next thing to do is to notch the edges. Then from this hole that we left unsewn, I'm going to turn it to the positive side. Then you will need a small piece. The measurement of this piece is 3 inches by 5.5 inches. I'm going to fold it into two. I'll take to my sewing machine. I'm going to sew 1/4 inch straight down, and I will turn it to the positive side. I've sewn it, as you can see. Make sure that this seam is at the middle, and I gave it a good press. So the next thing to do is to pleat at the midpoint of this piece. I'm going to pleat like this. Then I will use this piece. I'm going to wrap it at the middle. I will take to my sewing machine and sew it down with a straight stitch. This is how it looks like. So I'm going to take it to my dress. This is the back, this is the front. So I'm going to place it on my dress at one of the shoulder, and I will use my needle and thread to stitch it down. You can decide to leave it plain like this or add stones to beautify it. With your needle and thread, you will place the bow at your desired point. You can either place it like this, or you place it on the other shoulder, and you will use your needle and thread to tack it down at the middle, or you will place it this way. Either way is fine. We've come to an end of today's tutorial. If you find my tutorial helpful, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you've not done so, and click on the notification bell. Until I come your way next, please stay safe and remain blessed. Bye.